Hello there, welcome to African Information Network. I am Dr. Michael Umunna, and this is Focal Point Africa. The topic for today's discussion is race and racism, what you must know. In the wake of the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, there's been a lot of hot debate and discussion about racism, discrimination based on race. But what is race? Race is the sociocultural and biological classification of people into groups. That is, these characteristics are actually what are used. The content of human character is not used to do this classification because that is what they use in schools. The content of your academic and your intellectual capacity and ability to do schoolwork and stuff is used in school. But because social cultural classification is used to group people into different classes considering their biological and social cultural differences. So racism is actually the discrimination that is based on these classifications. But the question is, when George Floyd was killed and people say, oh, they killed him because he was black, how did this whole difference come about? You will notice that black people were the only people, the black population in America were the only people who were forced to come to the United States of America. They came here as slaves. And throughout history, if you look deep into the antecedents of history, you will see that black people have always been considered property. Today, during slavery, they were considered physical property. Today, they are still considered property because there's so much discrimination based on race. Why is this discrimination existent? Do they discriminate against black people because they are actually biologically different? That is not true. The only difference between a white person and a black person is skin dip, the difference in their skin color. Because if we were to cut the skin of a black person and that of a white person, we'll see that the same red blood flows in their skins. So there's a difference in skin color. So why, after this biological realization that people are still discriminated against because of their sociocultural backgrounds or their biological differences? It's for two reasons: competition and control. The only way the white population can remain in control, the political power, the only way they can continue to control political power is to continue to perpetrate the lie that white people are superior to black people. If you live in America, you know that it's not true because there are so many black people who are smarter, who have higher intelligence, who are more intellectually capable than white people are. But they have to continue to perpetrate that lie. You see, racism, difference in color, is used to authenticate, to legitimize, and therefore perpetrate the lie that says the white man is superior to the black man. Even now, in history, Jim Crow laws that were written into statutes and local government constitutions to show that the white man is superior are still existing in so many places. And this helped to continuously socialize white people, especially those who do not have the academic wherewithal to understand the difference. It helps them to continue to believe that they are superior to black people. And it equally helps them to want to maintain and control, sustain that thing that tells them that they are superior. So the funny thing about it is, a lot of people do not know this. A lot of people think, oh yes, this white person is superior to me, because some black people, when they tell them all the time, there are some parts of this country that you can go to, some very deep parts of the South, where the black man is still scared, where the black man still believes that he is not equal to the white man. There are so many people who are still under control of the white population, those who still have the plantation mentality, they believe that their existence, their survival depends on the white person. And the white person takes this seriously into consideration. So what must the black population do to get out of this kind of mentality? The first thing is education. When you go to school, you do not have the fear. You are able to open your mouth. You have the wherewithal to say to that person who is next to you, who is not of the same color, that they are not superior to you. Not because you're just going to say it physically, but because of your performance, because you have quality education. So blacks must have to engage in very serious quality education. Secondly, blacks must have to participate in politics. You cannot stay at home, not vote. You cannot stay at home and just believe that somebody is going to win. You cannot stay at home and just believe that your vote is not going to matter. And for that reason, you're just surviving, living from day to day. Then you are helping to perpetuate, you are helping to enable the belief that those who have been socialized to believe that whites are superior to blacks, you are helping to enable that belief. And then there has to be consistent and persistent agitation. When you have good education, you have the wherewithal, the intellectual ability to go out there and do what you need to do, and you participate in politics, you are persistently agitating for this equality. Because it took about 400 and something years to socialize white population to believe that they are superior to blacks. It is going to take almost that same amount of time to get that belief out of the psyche of the whites who have that belief. So blacks will have to realize that it is not so much the skin color that matters. It is control of political power, control of academic power, and control of economic power, especially economic power. When a white man is in control at all times, he has political power, and he who has political power has economic power. So look beyond the color of your skin. Garner the ability that is necessary. If you feel that you have been discriminated against somewhere, don't let it just lie low. Take the necessary legal actions, and believe me honestly, one day it is going to work. We thank God for technology and that now we can record what is happening, but one day, most definitely, one day soon, they are going to realize. Do not just keep quiet when you see it happening, believing that, oh God, we are black and these people are superior. The black man did not ask to come to the United States of America. The black man was forced here, and if it is a problem that it happened, the American system will have to deal with that problem. Thanks so very much, and God bless you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.